Let's get negative.
All right. I feel like you're gonna be coughing in a second now.
Did you guys see the score? Fuck you, Joe Cronin! Fuck you, Joe Cronin! You piece of shit! I hate you! Welcome to the Heat Beat Podcast. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas. With me today, we have Pablito, the intern.
My internet sucks right now, but what's up, guys? Fuck Joe Cronin. We're back.
The delay on that.
That was like the Heat first quarter offense.
We got Franky G. What's up, Franky?
Don't settle. Don't allow yourself to settle. But you did settle for that L. Let's go.
We got Saucy Takes, Coach Lou.
Oh man, just fuck Joe Cronin. We can talk 30 minutes. Every other sentence got to be fuck Joe Cronin.
Man, I'm so excited. And, of course, the great Siobhan.
It is fuck Joe Cronin, but I disagree with all of you because I'm super happy with who we have on this team currently.
I am too. Now,
Me too, but
I know.
still fuck Joe Cronin.
I want to give you guys one of my favorite quotes. It's from one of, to be honest, one of the premier comedians of the 21st century.
Oh man.
Through it all, he told himself, eliminate the emotion, the frustration and fatigue. And most of all, he implored himself, don't settle. Don't let yourself settle. Joseph B. Cronin.
A poet.
The B stands for bad general manager, if you were wondering.
Where did general manager come from?
What?
Why are you the way you are?
Jail.
Right, please.
God damn it! The jail cell extends. God
And like
damn it.
half of you is in jail.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll be half in jail as long as this motherfucker. I'll go over here. I'll go over here. Yeah, I'll move. Yeah. Pablo's in jail. I hate you, bro. I fucking hate you. Why can't you do your job? You and Joe Cronin can't do your fucking job. Right? I swear to God.
Yo, that's crazy. Hold up, that's fucking crazy.
You and
bro.
Joe Cronin, you're the same. Guys,
relax.
Chat's up on visitation. Guys, today was a beautiful day. From the second and a half quarter on.
Okay.
There you go.
I like it.
Listen, man, Jimmy put the fucking cape on, and Alpha says G typoed the jail sentence.
Correct.
Jimmy put the cape. I'm overcome with emotions. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with Jimmy because Jimmy just absolutely kicked their ass. Jimmy took the game by the horns and said he's the only one who cared about the fans tonight. Jimmy and Duncan early just said, we got you, and they fucking came through. Lou, I was so happy because early on it wasn't looking good, but that man said not today.
The season has officially started for Jimmy Butler. He is 2 games into his regular season. The pregame, he really hits his stride in that as soon as we get to the, after the 82 games. But man, he was, even the first quarter, he felt like he was the only one who showed some passion. Today it felt like I took a nap. I guess I woke up before they did. I don't know what was going on. By the time I literally felt like they were moving in slow motion the whole first quarter. I was like, what is going on? First quarter and a half. Jimmy kept us alive, man. Shout out Jimmy Butler because for real, he was the bounce is back, baby. That's all I got to say. The bounce is back.
Vaughn, he absolutely had intention
Like
with going downhill was
Yeah.
going quick. Jeremy Grant was on him, and Jeremy Grant we know is a really good defender, but he was going early. He was going hard. He was finishing through contact. Wasn't afraid of contact. Wasn't afraid of anything, and just did really just what the best version of that guy does, which is just go downhill and bruise teams.
And we're lucky for it because the first quarter offense looked like a group that was reacclimating to itself. It was the spacing was really bad, and not even like the typical bad spacing. It was on some like, okay, we're trying to make the cuts that we typically make, but they're poorly timed or not starting from good places. Like we're not starting out and inching in. We're like starting in before a penetration has begun. So like it was just weird. And so given all that, like the one guy who when all of that other stuff fails is going to get got his. And you could say that like some of the there's always the idea about there's the offense balance. When Jimmy's doing ISO things, are we doing other stuff away from him? And if the other stuff away from him wasn't ready yet, he was, like you said, just spry, active, just great bounce, taking the contact, lowering the contact, getting to the free throw line. I think him getting to the free throw line settled so much down, and then everyone was able to kind of catch their breath and kind of fall back into a productive, type of line. So shout out to that guy in his 56 game preseason. And, he told y'all it's that time, and he meant it. And, he's shown it for everyone all season long. That's, Jimmy's fucking around. He doesn't care. Why does he come out and drop 35 on a, random Tuesday in October or whatever? You don't want that. You shouldn't want that. Let these other dudes build their shit up so Jimmy knows kind of what he's working with, so they feel good in themselves. And then we all put it together around this time.
I mean, Franky, well, everything that Bond's saying is 100% true. And I thought defensively, on top of everything, he was sharp. He was active. He was physical. And I think I don't think we talk enough about how the physicality is like the cornerstone of what he does. He's a bruise you up wing. He puts the power in power wing, Franky, and all of that against a bigger guy. Jeremy Grant, has the size, is probably just as strong. I just left being like, we're so back.
Yeah, he's so good at using his elbows and shoulders on his spins to get by guys and get the angle. He's not like the explosive athlete that like quick first step getting by guys. He's deceptive. He's smart. He's gonna like reel you in, get you to pressure, and then use his strength and his body to get the angle, get by you, and then he's gonna bump into you to get you a step behind him again, and then he's gonna keep going forward. He's got all the old man tricks. Just smart, high IQ player. Jimmy's a legend for that. But it was great. I think his passing is what really set the tone, getting guys involved, getting guys in good spots. 9 assists, 1 turnover. He's just what they needed tonight. Set the tone defensively, but like spraying the ball, getting everybody involved. When everybody was very hesitant, Bond talked about their missed timing. It was very much. Don't step on each other's shoes. Everybody was kind of trying to find their place within the offense, within the flow. And then once they start turning it up defensively, just running, keep the ball moving, let the ball find the open shot. And Jimmy was leading the way with that. It became a lot better. 40 points allowed in the second half. I just wanted to touch on that. And that's a big part of it was Jimmy tonight defensively.
He, it was something that Rohan had said is that they look like a duo today. That Jimmy and Bam looked like an actual duo today. They were playing off of each other really well, Lou. And I think that if they're gonna go far, and I'm so glad that the Blazers are a springboard to this. You don't understand the delight I take in those losers being the springboard for this. Lou,
you fixed Pablo's jail cells.
I did. It was like a little, and that's why I just asked generic Jimmy Butler questions, because I needed to make sure that my priority was making sure that Pablo is very incarcerated.
That's fucked up. I need bail.
He's 100% in jail now.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the fact he
there's no sneaking out.
There you
There's
go.
no little late Blazers little run in the fourth quarter. You're in. You're locked in.
Yeah.
You are. Whoa. Who tried to get out? Get back in there. Stop it. Bad Pablo.
Lou, take your love.
No, it was pretty cool how I felt like, honestly, for the first time in a long time, the pick and roll was pick and rolling with Jimmy and Bam.
Pick and roll with
Jimmy
it.
used it. Jimmy rejected
true.
the screen all the time.
It was it also helps that DeAndre Ayton was a drop big, even though he did some good things offensively. That makes things a whole lot easier for the pick and roll to pick and roll. But realistically, like, it was the first time he was even using the screen to Bond's point and actually hitting him with the pocket pass. I would like to see a lob eventually at some point. Got my fingers crossed. Maybe it comes this year. But it was just kind of working. The offense was a little clunky for some time, but like Franky said, his passing really set the tone. I think his defense really set. Jimmy was going for every single steal he could have. Like, it was ridiculous. He was like, the first quarter he missed a couple of them, and I was like, fuck it, keep going, because I know he was gonna get some. He ended up with 4 steals and 2 blocks. That's how you know he was locked in. You could tell the energy was just there because he was bringing it on both ends. And aside from scoring, it was all the little things that he was doing aside from scoring to settle the offense down, while it looked like they were literally sleepwalking through about the first 18 minutes of the game.
I have a great stat for tonight via Sean Heiskin. The Blazers have had a winless February.
Let's go.
We have as many wins as the Blazers.
There, as Tito said on Twitter, there have been as many "Let's Go Heat" chants in the Portland arena than wins in the month of February.
Black History Month prevails.
I'm so happy. Speaking of joy, Delon Wright, what a great young man. Born to be a Heat player, just really fits in hand in glove, Bond.
Yeah, no, and he's so fun. Like, I love his stature. I love the composure. He and Terry have a little bit of like the opposite energy, but I appreciate both of them when, they're doing kind of the things. But DeLon just works. He just wants to make the good pass, wants to make the right pass. He's a connector on the perimeter, not trying to be in the way, but understanding how he can, help leverage things. Is really good at kind of getting out of trouble up in like the high pick and roll area. He had a high ball screen. I think it was either with Jimmy or Bam, but he was, kind of swallowed up a little bit, spun out of it, hit Jimmy kind of as he was rolling to the like the extended wing on the right side, and just really, really solid defensively. Though he is a worker, but he's a controlled worker. I had a tweet. And I'm playing with a new software on Twitter. It's been pretty fun. But I had a tweet of him just working and just with a pace and with a control about himself, as to not in that sequence, he met Kevin Love kind of for like a little bit of a double, but it was the control and kind of coming to him, not sprinting to a thing to where he's out of control and can be blown by. Just really controlled, really poised in his defensive work. Understands that he has the leverage and the ability to kind of skinny up and do the things well, so that he doesn't have to overcompensate for poor technique with this extra burst that can sometimes get you out of position. I've been super happy with him. I'm ready to probably say outlandish things, but again, I like the roster. The roster is what the roster is. Going to have to be some consolidation in the offseason, but we are not there yet.
That's for the future.
That's for the future. Let's stay present. But yeah, no, he's been great. He's been fantastic, and it's been two games.
There was a play where it was late in the clock. I believe it was in the third quarter, kind of at the end there. And Delon, the Blazers love to trap and send 2 at everybody. That's like the Chauncey Billups way for some reason. And they send 2 late in the clock off of Delon Jimmy pick and roll. Jimmy slips, and I think the Blazers actually do a really good job of sending the second man, trying to cut it off that angle. Delon very calmly with a late clock. And again, this is like his second game with these guys. Hits him, and his first game with Jimmy. Lose Notting, I think you know the exact play. Hits him with this little head fake. Gets enough gets enough of a defender to go by to kind of give Jimmy a beautiful pass to a turnaround jump shot that he makes. And that was a big play because I thought that kind of helped, that kind of helped steady what was going on in the quarter.
Steve Martin was a prop comic. Siobhan literally was just talking about that play.
That's it. Like, is that the exact play I'm just talking about?
That was the exact play.
So sorry.
G's back to mansplaining.
So
Fantastic.
He was building another jail cell because
Yeah, I'm like,
can't believe it.
I was looking at you, Bon, and I'm like,
and I was looking at Franky laugh. I'm like, Franky,
Papa put me in jail.
Good job, Papa.
I'm in timeout. Bon, you host the show for the next 5 minutes.
No,
Pablo said I'm the captain.
Bon, you have to host the show. I've lost privileges. I'm so sorry.
To my and G's point, Lou. But yeah, just very calmly, like you said, late clock, first game with Jimmy, just gives him a little fake, lets the defender go by, and just hits him with a nice, smooth little delivery. Jimmy, hits the shot. Talk about kind of Delon and just like his poison.
I think
so far.
I think the most impressive thing about Delon has been we knew what the defense was, right?
Yeah.
Or what it could be. To me, like you stated, it's been the offense, how he just feels comfortable with and without the ball. Super important because he curls very good off of the doubles. He had his only 2 points were off a backdoor pass from Jimmy that he moved well late on the shot clock along the baseline, cut baseline. It was just he's doing like the little things to fit in. But to me, the most impressive thing to your point yesterday, Vaughn, the crackhead energy is not there. No, let me explain. He has
it was so much crackhead energy to start this game.
No, we were double D'd up on the crack for
He
sure.
just sucked it. That first quarter
We were in
was
Portland,
bad.
guys. Anyways,
Go ahead,
15 points.
Lou. Go ahead.
I'm just but just the 9 assists, no
Miami
turnovers.
Yeah.
Has it 52 minutes of no turnover play from your secondary point guard or your secondary ball handler, whatever you want to call it, like 9 assists, no TOs. That's literally what this team needs, considering some of the turnover issues sometimes we tend to have as a team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a nice like it's like a spa day after like all the ruckus around. He just comes in and he's kind of settled us down. I can't wait to see him play Jamal Murray, like somebody said in the chat, because that's going to be talk about screen navigation. He's going to need a tidy up for that one.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely a deep breath. Like it's just
That's what
your moment of meditation in the day.
Just
it's just an exhale. G,
Just
come back.
composed.
His
Yeah.
patience is crazy. Like he seems to make the right play like every time.
Steady.
Every time. Steady,
Just,
right?
just steady as can be. And I like you guys talked about the crackhead energy. Like there's like no wild card with him. It's just like he's gonna do his job. He's gonna do what he's supposed to do. He's gonna make the right rotation. Offensively, his internal clock is really good. Like you guys talk that play that G was explaining, that Bon already explained. To face the pressure and with 5 seconds left and still, not try to go too fast, like be under control and find your teammate in a good spot. What is big. That's something that the Heat find themselves against the clock a lot. So guys that can navigate that pressure and not go too quick really helps the offense. And his box score is not super loud, but you can see his impact on the court. Impact's winning like some tubby guy that's plays for Philadelphia now.
Hey.
Okay, Pablo, back. Come back.
Oh.
We're out, baby. We're so back. What I'm so sorry, but I was reading their transition offense because their transition offense has been bad for like a while. And that's it. It's so bad. Their half court offense is better than their transition offense a lot of games. Today included 110, 111 offensive rating in the half court, 91 offensive rating in transition.
That's fucking putrid.
That's crazy.
That is horrible. Golly. It felt like that too. It felt like every single fast break, for some reason, we were just throwing it to the other team. There was one particular fast break. We got bailed out on a foul. It was a 3-on-1, and Jimmy passed it to Rozier to his right instead of Jovic to his left. And I audibly said, "What the fuck are we doing?" I was like, "Can we
the
just?"
pass to Highsmith was funny.
Oh my! It
Yeah.
was hilarious. Watching us on fast break. Somebody needs to make a low lights. I'm pretty sure it'll take 2 seconds. Just go back 2-3 games, and you'll have a 4-minute,
15-minute compilation.
of just us fucking these breaks up.
Put all the
But-
circus music behind it.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
crackhead energy is on these fast breaks.
That Bam had like 5 turnovers today.
6.
He can't.
It wasn't
catch,
even
bro.
like catching it.
Yeah, it was.
He had like a moving screen. He threw one away. He was just like wasn't awake, and he was running down the lane. Caleb tried to throw it to him. With 2 guys around him, he's like, "Oh shit!"
That one was funny.
I was like, "What are we doing, guys?"
But it was like in the beginning, it was like back to back to back.
Yeah, he had like
After
4 in the first like 5 minutes. It was bad.
Stuff like that, Frankie. Those be his teammates' fault. Like it is. Like they end up as Bam's turnovers, and like fine, but like they frequently put him in kind of like real shitty positions like that. And you want to say no, like you should be able to catch this and like compose yourself and do something kind of with it. But there's got to be a balance between like.
Yeah.
Nah, I just
Like-
saw you fumble this like 67 seconds ago.
You're not. You're diving into the basket. You're sucking the defense in. You're not showing your hands. Clearly, you're not.
and you get
I'm
the
not trying to
pass.
force the ball in here, and that's his fault. I mean, the moving. I get more annoyed with his teammates on the moving screens, but that
Yes.
shit, like Bam's got to show his hands there, but
Yeah.
but I agree, his teammates got to. Hey, suck in the defense there. Swing it out. Somebody's open for 3, but I digress. His free throw shooting was horrible tonight too.
Oh my!
Oh,
he
he
took the day off. I'm giving him a pass because yesterday,
Offensively,
Yeah, he
was
did a
out.
lot yesterday.
yesterday he was so
Dude.
good, and he's got Jokic on Thursday. He probably didn't give a single
He
fucking
coasted,
flying
yeah.
shit today.
Yeah,
Like
he
he was like y'all
And
figure
Jimmy
it out.
missed
I
2
did my
tonight,
job.
which is unusual for him.
We had 8 missed free throws, I think.
We
And
shot
then,
69% at the free throw line.
Nicola
Not
missed
nice.
2.
Nicola did miss.
Not
Bam
nice.
missed 4.
You know what Nikola didn't do? Missed 3-pointers in the third quarter. What a
You're
guy!
damn right.
What
He's so
guy.
nasty.
When he gets involved, their offense just looks more fluid. Even when it's not just the shooting, when he's just touching the ball and he makes good decisions.
He's
His
That's
turnover
what
rate's
he-
not great, but
Dude, that pass he gave
The
to
touch
Bam,
pass in the corner.
Yes.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
not that one.
the
What are
one
you
through the
talking about,
middle,
G?
that was a little overthrown, but it kind of made
Oh, yeah.
Bam go get it and make a play.
Yes.
I love that. He's ambitious, dude. You gotta love the ambition.
He's a natural playmaker.
That's what I
Natural-
was just about to say, Pablo. Go ahead.
No, you can go. I was just.
He's like,
Pablo's the
That's all I
Nikola
got.
Jokic. He's
No,
just making plays. You finish.
That's your
it.
son. That's your son. He's talking about.
He's
your
been
son.
a playmaker his whole life. So his vision is one that is of playmaking. So it's a few steps ahead of like his people around him. The Duncan drive, kick to Nicola in the corner. Nicola with a touch pass to Jimmy on the block. And Jimmy swinging it back out to Duncan. Like that
Oh
was just
my god.
Oh, that was pretty.
Oh, that shit was
that was-
crazy.
one of the deep breaths. The ball wants to find. How do you say leche in Serbian?
You gotta find out. Chat's
Nicola.
asking the important questions. They're asking, was Joe Cronin in attendance?
Joe Cronin is like 60% of that Blazers fan base that have not tuned in. Their local ratings are down.
$1
It's
tickets,
Oh
dog.
god,
$1. You
is
could have
crazy.
bought a ticket to go watch the Portland Trailblazers cheaper than you can get yourself a McChicken at McDonald's.
This
dog.
shit was more
Bro,
This
expensive,
shit is
bro.
bad out there.
This shit
The
was more
dollar store is
expensive.
not even $1 anymore.
It's $125, man.
This
is
shit was more
despicable.
expensive right here. This shit was more expensive than a fucking ticket.
Pablo's commissary is more expensive.
Yeah.
Yo, it does
Sad.
look like.
No, like it was. It is extra stock today. Like it got
that family member sent the bread over.
right. Which one of you young hoes is sending Pablo commissary money?
It's all thanks to chat. Chat got my back.
It's like what's different from yesterday. It's like one little box. You're trying to spot it.
it's that one new can on the right
Dude, that'd be
side.
such a funny game. Just
He didn't
Pablo
get store
puts-
brand today. Oh, look at Pablo.
Like we give a prize if chat figures out like what's the difference.
The little adjustment he made.
Or like we keep like a tally, and then like at the end of the season, like whoever has the most gets like a prize.
It is getting high up there too. Like, that's saying
Pablo,
it's like
we might
Tetris in
need
there.
a save some of that commissary money and get a shelf soon. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I leave this place in less than 2 months. That shit's staying like that, and that shit's gonna continue to stack up, right? That's
You don't have like a kitchenette. Like, what are you staying in?
No, I
There's
don't-
not a
bro. I'm
refrigerator that
literally-
can be stacked on.
I think he is actually in probation. This is despicable.
He said
My
witness
mic-
protection.
my microwave is on top of my fridge, like my mini fridge. So like
Chat says Pablo got a hot plate.
Oh no.
Yo,
no,
I coming after me, man.
Carliana says GoFundMe for a shelf.
there's
Pablo in
a
there
kitchen. There's a
It's popping
kitchen in
popcorn with the iron.
Oh
Like,
no.
there's a
Sorry,
kitchen in
Miami
the
says-
downstairs. So
Those
I
are
just cooked
non-perishables they
downstairs.
donated.
the UNICEF.
Pablo's a
Oh.
charity case with witness protection.
Woo,
Dude, that's just
that was a
so
good
funny.
one.
Bro,
Reel it
Oh,
back in.
no.
So how do we think that Joe Cronin experiences the Jovic third quarter? Let's
He probably
let's
felt
get
good
into
in
that.
the first half. Like, he probably felt justified that it looked
Yeah,
shitty,
for
and it was
sure.
like, yes. And then it all started to come together, and it was immediately fuck.
And then he got fucked by the.
Do you
the
think he said
package.
fuck at any point? Just like that, like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Like one of those, like a fucking like a bang on the table or the side of his seat, wherever he
And
was.
then he exited his suite and just like went to the rest of the he just left the game.
He
just
definitely
fucking-
ripped a page out of his fucking journal.
Yeah.
No,
was
he wrote
talking
in the
hot
journal.
shit. He was talking hot shit, and he's like, "Nah, fucking lost."
I hate Pat Riley. Fucking he writes like a child with a crayon.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just fucking really.
Why did G say that like Batman? I hate Pat Riley. Is that the Joe Cronin voice?
You'll never need to.
I was picturing him with like a fucking feather and an ink bottle on that moleskin journal. When they said moleskin journal, I'm like, he's going.
He's got a quill.
He's got a quill.
Fuck Joe Cronin.
Head ass.
Dude, he's
Man.
the fucking worst.
It looks like fucking bootleg Lex Luthor.
It's the fact that the Heat were able to, like, you know, obviously keep the package, and then today the guy that they did make a trade for, which just happens to be a point guard as well, ended up shitting on him in the fourth quarter. And Terry Rozier, it was just a perfect fairy tale.
They didn't even
ending,
have
but
Tyler. The Tyler wasn't there to complete the trifecta. Because if Tyler was there, it just becomes way more fun. And
Yeah, for sure. For
Duncan shot well. Like
Duncan shot
you
well.
know.
Yeah, I wanted Hyman to have a better game, but
Yeah, but he
Still
came. He
At least he played.
Game.
yeah,
Nice plus minus
the package
three.
he didn't settle for. Two of them were injured, of course. And the big surprise: Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams are injured.
Wait,
and DeAndre and didn't make it through half the game. Like that's the big package. But
DeAndre was
the
playing.
picks.
he was playing good. Aiden was
for
hooping.
once,
Yeah.
He had like 26 and 20 the other day, but they lost by 13.
that was for the month of February.
I was so annoyed that he looked good in the first half. I was like, God damn it. And he was not all the little pump fakes that we do, he was not working on that big motherfucker. He just stood and put a hand up, and Jimmy and Bam are pump faking. And I was like, oh boy, it's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Yeah. Bond. What does Charles Barkley say? He's like, when you start pump faking under the rim and no one's around, that's when you know it's over.
Yeah, get out, man. Move the rock.
I'm just like, oh God, man.
Bro, fucking Duncan was finishing great. I can't believe he's our best player that can like get out of a double. Like he can
Duncan
dribble out of a double.
Him attacking closeouts has just been so much so that he doesn't even try to like. There was another play. I think Bam's double. Nikola cuts, takes two defenders. Duncan could have cut and just like, no, I'm gonna keep space. Either I have the shot or I'm just gonna attack these really bad feet just coming at me, and just multiple times. That most improved. I need there to be more of a push for Duncan in my.
It's going to Tyrese Maxey.
He's not gonna get it, but
I know, but
I'm
sure.
so happy.
In my heart,
Bond,
I agree with you, Paul.
Lou, Frankie,
Thanks,
Pablo.
Lou.
I'm so happy that we had this. I'm so happy that the game and that they were let's go Heat chants all over that arena. Let's
So
go
awesome.
Heat. let's go Heat
How
in
does that
Portland. In Portland,
No,
those
but
people. This can't even be a LeBron thing because those people threw like they were booing him and people were throwing batteries at him. I don't know when this happened. They're putting his face on Euros. I don't know when this happened. The Heat were like everybody said that he cheated in 2006. I don't know what happened, but we're out here. Corleone says I would have preferred fuck Joe Cronin chance. Listen, the Blazers fans in Miami need to organize better. They need some help from like these protesters to like find organization so that they can do F Joe Cronin chants in the arena. We need to fix that. But it's pretty remarkable how well Heat fans are traveled. It's like I feel like it's becoming one of the larger fan bases. I gotta be honest. I mean, I think Knicks get some love in Miami. I never hear "Let's Go Nick" chants. I never hear "Let's Go Laker" chants. I don't hear that.
the Wizards Arena had "Let's Go Heat" chants. That game
Yeah,
I
I
went
was
to,
gonna say, probably
Like,
That's
you
a
know,
given.
Kevin Love. The moment Kevin Love got in the game, there was a freaking like a huge like applause, and I was like, "What the fuck?" At a Wizards game, bro.
That just commissioner says Joe Cronin, the only dude in the NBA with a busted lip in his headshot.
Wow.
That was the punch Dame gave him after he sent his ass to Milwaukee.
Bro, did you see the Dame quotes today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just bro. Dame,
I
look,
haven't
hey,
seen them. I
Dame
haven't
is
seen
doing something over there.
I
It's a
didn't
lot
see
of too many coincidences coming out now. Yeah,
I've
put that story out when Miami plays Portland.
I would hate Milwaukee. Like,
It's,
bro,
it's comical at this point.
What were the
Dame-
quotes?
Bond. So he says they're asking him about being lonely. He says it's definitely lonely because I'm such a family guy. My life is my family. After games, I would come out. My whole family would be back there. My kids come out of the playroom. My brother, blah, blah, blah. My best friends live in Portland, so I would come out and go out to dinner. They might come to my house. After practice, I might go to my mom's house and just chill. That's how my life was. So, I mean, I'm fine because I'm grown, but it's definitely lonely. Being away from my kids is tough. In Portland, my life was set up. My mom was down the street. My sister was down the street. My kids were in school. My whole life was set up perfectly. So leaving that behind is a lot. And then you add the basketball side to it. It is what it is.
It sounds like you got choked up at the end.
A little, but
It
no.
is what it
I'm
is.
sad. I'm a little phlegmy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my favorite part of the quote. When Chris Mannix asked, "So how is your life like in Milwaukee?" And he's like, "Bro, I go to practice, I go home, I watch boxing, I play video games. Man, I type in fight hype on YouTube 100 times, praying for something to be new there. Seriously, I don't have much of a life, but that's what comes with making a big boy decision. You got to be down for that and figure it out."
Now,
He
why
does
would
not
he
wanna
say
do that.
that?
Because he wanted to be here.
There's stuff to do here. There's
Like
than
Weird Al said, him and Bam are singing to each other like Plankton and Mr. Krabs. Bro, it's hilarious. And too many coincidences with Dame saying this literally as they're playing, like that comes out. Because Dame's social media team is very like well constructed, and he's very we saw it last year. He's a
smart
when
guy.
he's a smart guy. He knows when to push things. And it's just gonna be funny that they're probably just gonna delay that shit for a year. Talk about reconsolidation, Bond. May I interest
Discounted.
you?
Weird Al says Dame going home Googling Bam highlights.
He looked up fight hype and he saw the Heat versus Pelicans.
He was like, it could have been me.
It should have been me, not him.
You're watching this game,
Bro,
Oh,
the fucked up part is that, like, imagine, so Dame's obviously like he's not happy, and he doesn't look like he's not having fun. Imagine if you're Giannis and the Bucks, and those quotes come out, and you're just like, what the fuck, bro?
What did I do wrong?
you pursued a bitch that told you she didn't want you, but she also gave up and went home with you. So I blame everybody.
You're all at fault, especially you, Joe Cronin. Fuck you! I hate you. We'll rock with you this Thursday against Denver, NBA Finals rematch. That should be more about basketball and less about fuck you, Joe Cronin. God, I love to hate on Joe Cronin. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, guys. What a win. Best win of the season. We talk about signature wins. I'm telling you right now.
Oh my God, bro.
Forget
For you,
blowing
that
out
was
the
better.
Bucks.
I think last night was more of a signature.
Nah,
win.
Yeah.
this
Nah,
tonight.
Not for the agenda,
Tonight?
guys.
Tonight.
Yeah, we had. Oh my God, G.
We are. I don't know.
We are what?
Oh,
What
wait,
are we?
He doesn't know
Tell
the
me what-
lyrics.
I don't know the words. I didn't know where I was going. I just, to be honest, I had a couple things that I was thinking about to end the show. I wanted to read the Joe Cronin quote as Batman, but I just think the joke is too far away. Should I try to do it?
Call back.
Joe, you're
Go
Should I
so-
for
do
it.
it?
You set it up. You got to do it at this
Yeah,
point.
you're right.
You never have to. Okay, so I'm gonna eliminate the emotion, the frustration, the fatigue, and most of all, don't settle and don't let yourself settle.
Right, take us out, Brass. What the hell?
You never have
Set him to